Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for S&P 500. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. On higher time frame on the daily currently, we've had this count for quite some time. From the highs we can count 3 waves down here into W, A, B, C into X, and now we would be looking at a couple of different scenarios here for the wave Y. On the original Elliott Wave book, we don't have this as a possibility for being a WXY here. Instead, it would need to be a simple correction in order for this wave here, the W wave, to be a W wave. So if you still want to play with the original ideas and original rule set, I guess we would have to have this as some kind of ABC, in which we would have a zigzag on this first leg. But in any case, I've labeled it as such just because the wave structure is inside here, even if it's not following the original guidelines and rules. Now for the next part here, we have a few different possibilities. One is saying that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into an A wave only down here. At this point again, we would be looking for wave B to rise higher and then look for another wave to go downwards. Now the 1.618 extension of this first leg over here for this one would invalidate this whole idea overall, as we don't want to see the wave Y to go beyond that 1.618 extension. And that is around $3,488. So this is a very unlikely scenario for me. The next scenario is this one. Again, I need to change these colors a bit at some point as I'm testing this white background. Let me know if that is looking better overall. So in this one, we have again a W, X and Y coming down here, ABC in the W, ABC into X. And now, most likely again, for the wave Y, we're looking for 3-wave structure. So most likely this would be a 5-wave structure, 3-wave and 5-wave. But again, at that point, we are getting close to this invalidation point of that 1.618 extension in the higher time frames. So not that likely either. Now on this one, that again, we have 5 waves in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. And now we would be looking for, again, 5 waves in here to connect to this first structure. Now this is the best looking of them all. And again, it would be fitting to the area that we have, saying that we have ABC here on the wave Y. Now, again, the higher time frame invalidation or soft invalidation point would come in at that same $3,488, at which we again have 1-to-1 extension of this A wave to B wave and C wave at $3,430. So that would invalidate overall the idea. But again, this is a soft invalidation at which we would be looking at other counts, but on higher time frame I don't see other counts here. So either this is going to become a WXYXZ, or we are going to have to sticking with this ABC here. That is really long compared to the rest of the structure. So that's my ideas there. Now let's jump into this current structure that we've had and see if we can come up with anything here. So this is the primary that I have been rolling with, and in this one we would have this as a wave 1, some kind of 3-wave structure into wave 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now this structure inside here, we talked about this in the couple previous videos, I think, or 2 videos ago maybe, how this can be just a 1, 2 as well. If we don't need the extra wave structures inside here, then we could be ruling and saying that this is indeed a 1, 2. But yeah, currently it is possible to have a 1, 2, 1, 2 here as well. Now, after establishing this 1, 2, 1, 2, we could have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 3rd wave, 4th wave and 5th wave, ending the sub-minute 3rd around at these price levels at 3,735. Then we have WXY in the wave 4, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into third. We can take a look at the substructures and see that this actually is probably the best looking structure inside here, although we had this Fed or FOMC meeting here that was creating some kind of a madness, I guess, on the charts, a lot of volume compared to anything else. We can see that here. I need to change those colors as well if I'm going to stick with this white background for now. But again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks very nice. On a higher time frame, this would end the count for the wave 3, or the wave structure for the wave 3 here at around $3,650. Then we would have some kind of structure in here to look for the wave 4 that is somewhat matching of this structure here. At the moment, overall, we don't need to do that. These are the areas that we're looking at. This is basically the previous wave 4, so of the sub-minuet 4. So that is one target. Other target is the retracement of the previous wave 3. So from the start of 3 to end of 3, and this is the retracement area. 38.2, again, the target that we're usually going towards too. Now inside here, inside this possible wave 4, we have an A, B, and extended wave C. Now we did get to the 1.618, at which we could be looking into this being another or being some kind of other structure than ABC. However, it's not invalidated anything, and now that we've had this down move, it basically confirms our thoughts that this most likely is some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least to me, it looks pretty good. What else did we have here? Yeah, ABC getting to the 1.618, rejecting there, and then going down again. Yeah, before getting into this structure here, let's take a look at the other option on a higher time frame that we had for this structure. And on this, we could say that we have actually started the whole structure from here around $4,200. Then we would have had this kind of expanding diagonal into wave 1, 2, and then started this massive downfall again, 1, 2. This would be a really big 3, 4, and 5. Now we would be looking for a matching pair for this structure over here to this, and to me it looks pretty good as it is. So either of these, whether we are starting from the highs of 4,200 or the highs of 4,180 something dollars, both of these structures are saying that we can be having a wave 3 down here at around the $36 and $50 area. Now on higher time frame again, why are we even saying that we have the 3 there? We did have the divergence here between the 3rd and 5th, but again, I do not think that we are already done here. I just want to see more divergences here. Now, we have pulled up somewhat and did have divergence between the 3rd and 5th of this scale, but again, to me, I feel like this one is the best fit. We did have this possible truncation here for the previous wave 4, or 5th, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the C wave would be here, and then we would be starting to come down. The wave structure for me looks best as with this structure, so that's why I'm sticking with this count and not saying that we have had the minuets count 3rd here. If we said that minuet count 3rd would be here, we would have the wave 4 here and then 5th here, ending the whole structure down here. Oh, sorry, probably here, because that is the lowest low. But yeah, I just don't see that. The structure coming off of these lows is pretty weird looking, but also, of course, it is possible. We just have to be thinking that it is possible to have this start or the end of this whole structure down here. However, as I mentioned here, this looks pretty good as a 5-way structure down here. If we had to include this here, with these weird structures here for the fifth wave, yeah, not looking too good. Now let's focus on this last structure here. So what do we see? Let's take a look at the volume profile here. Did we have everything there? Yep. So volume profile is saying that we had the point of control basically here of this range. We rejected around that volume node, coming down again. Now where did we reject back here? The next volume node. Not really surprised. We did go through this previous wave 4 here, which is making it more likely that we have been now correcting this whole structure that we created, or creating now another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5-way structure in here. Now, as we did, or at least now it looks that we are rejecting this area of previous wave 4, we could be doing something like this, or we could be just saying that we have a wave 2 already in place for the downside. Now, that is my bias at the moment, that we are still looking this as a 5-way structure. However, when am I going to be more bullish? Most likely if the price decides to go and head higher and retake this whole area of volume here, or whole price action. So price would need to get above these areas around $3,850. At that point I could turn more bullish. At the moment though, I am still looking for the possible wave 5 here downwards, and until these previous wave 4s are taken over, I'm still going to be remaining bearish. This is definitely an area of interest to look for shorts as we see this 5-way setup. I would like to see this, if we are indeed saying that this is the wave 2, seeing something like this. Now, I would not like us to get too high on this area, so let's see where the golden pocket is. Of course, that is nice color. Around $3,750 again is that area where we would be looking for possible shorts. Now, it has to be mentioned that we don't really have too much in here. There is this block of volume here, but again, no real structural support or resistance except these highs. If we are going to take out these highs here and even back test it, of course this volume node has to be taken out, but doing something like this could make me a bullish again, at least on short term. Yeah, that is pretty much it. My plan for today, we'll see what happens. I have not taken a short here as this is a bit too short of a pullback for wave 2 for me. Let's see actually how much did it retrace. I don't think it did 23.6 even. No, oh it did, but not the 38.2. So yeah, we could be looking at something like this, and this would be a nice place to look for those, as we have that structural support here, or resistance at this point. But yeah, we'll see what happens and see if we can play out some short setups here. But that is pretty much everything I wanted to share on S&P 500 today. If you have other accounts you would like to share, there's a link to my Discord server in the description below. Also, if you would like me to update a certain other asset, let me know in the comments below. But for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.